Hi, I'm Carol Jurgensen Sheets, aka Carol the Coach, and I'm here to talk to you about something that pertains to our lives, COVID-19, and other things that maybe have occurred or happened to us that we didn't ask for. Now, tomorrow, March 30th, is National Control Day. And Fox 59 asked me to do a segment at 6:40 a.m. tomorrow morning on what it's like to be and feel so out of control. Now, I say feeling and being out of control is a state of mind. And what I'm going to talk about tomorrow is the fact that nobody can control our thoughts, nobody can control our attitude, and nobody can control our ability to reframe. Now, what I mean by that is that we get to decide how do we adjust to a pandemic. Now, I got to tell you, my clients are doing really well. I see 50 plus clients a week. And where I might have thought they would have been increasingly anxious and angry about being cooped up, they're actually doing really well. We play this game in therapy and coaching where I say, I want you to come up with 10 things that have actually happened that are positive as a result of COVID-19. Initially, they may look at me and kind of question why I would give them that assignment, but I say, let's do that in session. And so I start and I say, COVID-19 has allowed me to cook for my husband. We rarely cook together and eat together because we're on different schedules. And although he semi-likes my cooking, he really does this high-protein, Herculean kind of menu. And so he hasn't asked me to cook. But now that we're here together, he's saying, hey, would you cook me my favorite chicken dish? Hey, would you make that panko Parmesan crusted chicken? You get the gist. It's something that I enjoy being appreciated for, my ability to cook. That doesn't typically happen. Now, what are you thankful for? What do you appreciate that COVID-19 has actually gotten you to focus more on? Some of my clients say, I like being with my family. I like doing board games. I like having movie night. I like sitting around as a family eating popcorn and watching our favorite shows. And then I say, I like being with my puppy. You guys know that I've always liked being with Boo Bear, huh, Boo? Yes. And you know what we did today? Boo and I not only went for a walk, but we got on the boat today, didn't we, Boo? He loves boat rides. And I had my boat brought early. And I don't want you to think I live on a yacht. This is a 9.9 on a very small lake. But I wanted to get out in that fresh air, and I wanted to say that I was driving my boat in March 2020. I've never had my boat come that early, but I wanted a different experience. That was because of COVID-19. What would you say? Because I most definitely have had clients that say, I like staying in my jammies, getting up later, staying up longer, and chilling, not having so much to do. Those may be the same clients that actually are wondering if they're going to have a paycheck. But let's face it, this country has done a beautiful job of creating stimulus and being forgiving and helping each other out and showing kindness. So that's how our attitudes can also be different. When you put positive thoughts into your head, you take yourself out of that feeling that you can't control anything. So the attitude's good. Our thoughts remain positive. We think of things that are working in our life. And then if you use reframing, reframing is that ability to take ourselves out of a victim's role and put us back into empowerment. What do I mean by that? I mean that when you ask yourself, how are you growing stronger and what do you have to learn from a situation like COVID-19? Well, then what you recognize is that you're resilient and you can make adjustments and you can clean out that closet and you can detail the car and you can check on a neighbor and you can call a friend that you haven't talked to verbally in a long time. Maybe you've texted them, maybe you've emailed them, but you haven't called them. All those other ways to connect that typically we're so busy we can't find time for. So I'm going to ask you, how can you reframe this whole situation and ask yourself, how am I stronger and what do I have to learn from this? I maintain as a country we're learning a lot. And so I challenged you last week to write out 10 things that were positive as a result of COVID-19. Now I'd like for you, this week's challenge is to decide, how am I utilizing my attitude to work for me and to feel gratitude and to appreciate what I do have in my life as opposed to what I don't. And when you do, you've changed your thoughts, your attitude, you've used reframing, and you've elicited a new kind of control that offsets the control that we don't have. I'm Carol Jurgensen-Sheets, aka Carol the Coach, and I wish you a very safe and healthy week. And I'll be back next time for more tips and tools to get us through this crisis. Be safe and be well.